back. It is day, what day are we on? 25 of the 30-day upgrade challenge. Let me double check. Yes, it's day 25. Okay, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I'm going off script today. Today, I want to talk about something that is a little bit on my chest and on my heart. So we're going to talk about it, but I am going to tie it up in a pretty bow for what we're talking about today. Today is day 25, and our habit is to create a budget. But if you saw the title of this video, I titled it, You Deserve Better Than Breadcrumbs. So the conversation that I actually want to have today is about how women stay in situations longer than they should because they think that they're getting something valuable out of the situationship, and they're not. And most times you are selling your soul to be with somebody and they don't really like you, but you're accepting breadcrumbs. Now, what does this have to do with the topic of budgeting? A lot of women will settle for relationships or settle for partners that are not the best for them simply because they need their financial needs met. Okay, I know I used to be a sprinkle girly. Sometimes I'm still a sprinkle girly. But what I've noticed is when I put myself in relationship with people solely because they provide or because we have great dates or because they have the means to do fun things and I like that about them, so I want to take them seriously. What I realize is that a lot of those people are lacking emotional intelligence. They are lacking the ability to be there for you in a partnership emotionally. And they think that their money is going to be enough to keep you around. Speaking from experience, I have been in relationships with guys who are always picking up the tab. They always pay the bill. They will send you money because they're thinking about you. However, they have nothing emotionally to offer. And then you have to ask yourself, am I here because I'm getting my emotional needs met? Am I here because this partnership is really good for me? Or am I here because I'm not good with money or I can't make enough money or it's easier for me to rely financially on this person? Therefore, I'd rather stay in this situationship and get my financial needs met and completely abandon and neglect my emotional needs or whatever other needs that you might have in a relationship. So that is the conversation. The conversation is you deserve more than breadcrumbs, meaning that when you learn how to make pleasure money, when you learn how to make money doing what you love, you no longer have to suffer in relationships where your partner is the breadwinner or your partner has all the money. Therefore, you're only with them because you feel like at least you have some security when it comes to your finances. However, when it comes to your feelings, how you feel, your emotional stability, how you're being loved, how you're being cared for, the companionship, it's completely lacking because you choose to be with somebody completely for funds and not because they have good character or good integrity. Now, I know the question is, can't we have both? Can't we have a partner who's financially well off, financially secure, and that is emotionally available? And the answer is yes. However, they have to do that work. A lot of people that are financially well off, they're attracting partnerships because of the fact that they're emotionally well off, not because of the fact that they're good partners, that they have good conversation because they can love you so deep and whatever the case may be, right? And so having this conversation today because I noticed where I was settling in my preference for, dating and partnership simply because they could check one box, but they don't check other boxes. And then you have to ask yourself, am I not worthy of having somebody who checks all the boxes? Or is finances or is their ability to make money and provide and give you security the sole basis and premise for why you find them attractive? So anyway, that's a conversation I was having in my head. I'm gonna pause for the cause and read today's challenge so that we can stay on task with what we're talking about. But this is just what's on my heart today. And yeah, just wanting to tell you guys, like, you deserve deserve more than breadcrumbs. If somebody is trying to keep you on the shelf or keep you in their lives, but they don't want to put in the effort to really maintain your friendship or your partnership or whatever, and they just think that them throwing money at you is going to be enough to keep you around, it might keep you for a little bit, but it's not going to make you feel emotionally fulfilled. Eventually, you're going to want to find somebody who does fill all the boxes or check all the boxes. Eventually, you're going to want to become the man that has all the money so that you can actually find a partner that, you know, you can relate on something bigger than just the fact that they can pay a bill, or bigger than the fact that they are going to pick up the tab at dinner. Like, that's very elementary. What else can you do, right? So anyway, day 25, create a budget. I hope you guys understand why we're having this conversation with the habit of today of creating the budget. Because if you're afraid of money, if you're afraid of finances, you're always going to be selecting people or finding yourself in partnerships that are not as good as they could be, because you're settling for getting one need met when you could get so many more needs met when you stop depending on people to support you financially. Speaking to myself. So you feel like I'm pointing fingers, I'm speaking to myself, okay? Anyway, day 25, create a budget. Challenge, money flows best when it has direction. Today's challenge is to create a simple but empowering budget that gives your money a purpose and keeps you aligned with your goals. No more guessing where your money is going. It's time to get intentional. So remember, yesterday we were having that conversation about if you don't tell your money where to go, your money grows feet and literally just walks right out the bank account, right? We have to have this conversation as awakened women, because we can't keep settling for relationships and partnerships that are financially fulfilling, however, have no emotional substance. It's not going to be enough. We think it's going to be enough. We think that we will be fulfilled if we just have money and we'll figure the rest out. But no, the truth is, as women, we want money, but we also want great conversation, and we want emotional intelligence, and we want true, deep love. We want to feel our partner's love. And unfortunately, money will make you happy, but it won't make you feel fulfilled. Right? I mean, like, money is probably, I don't have any problems in the world except for the money that problem, or the money, the problems that money cause. Like, the lack of money in my life would probably be the only problem that I could foresee in my life, right? Everything else is not a problem to me. And so coming from that perspective, if you're able to meet your financial needs, and you're able to find the partner that suits you the best without you having to give up things that you require in a relationship just to be with somebody who has money, or just to be with somebody who provides, because it's not enough. Having somebody who sends you money is not enough. Yes, it's great. It feels amazing. Trust me. I know. Having them send the money feels amazing. However, it's not enough. You want somebody who's there for you. You want somebody who spends time with you. You want somebody who talks to you. You want somebody who prioritizes putting time in their schedule to hang out with you. That's what you want. That's what's important. You don't want to be breadcrumbed. And even though you think, oh, well, they must really like me if they're willing to take me shopping. Oh, they must really like me if they're willing to spend money on me. To men, money is not a big deal. This is what they go to work for. They go to work to make money, okay? It's not a big deal. Yes, they love money too. Yes, they want to keep their money. But if you think that a guy really likes you because he gives you money or because he invests in you, it's just one way to keep you around, right? If you're simple enough that money is all it takes to keep you around and they give you money, then okay, you'll get your money. But are you getting your other emotional boxes checked? So here's a tip. Start with your monthly budget, okay? List out your fixed expenses like your rent, your groceries, your bills, and then your variable expenses like entertainment, self-care, eating out, things like that. Don't forget to include savings and investing and putting money towards your goals. Use a simple spreadsheet or a budgeting app to do this. All right. So your activity today is to write out your monthly budget, which is your income and expenses. How much money are you getting in and how much money do you put out every single month? And then break it down into bi-weekly or weekly spending plan. Okay, so how much do you allow yourself to spend? How much do you allow yourself to go out to eat? How much do you allow yourself to pay in bills or whatever it is that you need to do? You need to know how much money you need to make and how much money is going to leave your bank account so that you can make yourself make that amount of money. Then you're no longer going to fall prey and victim to being in relationships because they can financially support you. However, they do not offer you anything. Now you're struggling mentally and emotionally, wondering, do you have self-value and self-worth, and wondering, are you good enough for anybody, because you're allowing yourself to be breadcrumbed and financially manipulated by somebody who doesn't really like you, who doesn't really want you, who doesn't really want to make you a priority, but wants to throw you a couple bucks to keep you happy and quiet. Yeah. All right, guys, so that is day 25. I want you to create a budget. And if you have the book or if you have the ebook, you can see this is what the budget in the book looks like. It literally just has like the place for you to break down your expenses and your bills and things like that. But yeah, I wanted to have this conversation because I notice as women, we prioritize having a partner with money, but we need to become the partner with money so we can stop settling for relationships that are not enough. Right? Saying, I'm okay with infidelity. I'm okay if he cheats on me as long as he funds the joint account. Or I'm okay if he lies to me. I'm okay if I barely see him ever as long as he pays me. It's not enough. Money is not enough. We need to be so good at making our own money that we no longer care if our partner makes money or not, because we already know our accounts are funded. So we can look for partners with emotional intelligence, partner who are truly after love and truly after, you know, wanting to spend time with you and fulfill those other emotional love languages, and not just wait for somebody to pay your bills and be happy with that. It's not enough. All right, guys, I am Nija Sym. I know this conversation was not the one we were planning to have today, but it was the conversation that I felt we needed to have today. So, if you guys are interested in being a part of Dream Life Academy, the link will be down below. I'm just letting you guys know now, things are changing in Dream Life Academy. So, jump in while you can, because the doors are going to be closing soon. And until next time, keep creating your dream life. I will see you in my next video. Happy 4th of July! Bye!